do you take a warm-up exercise that you do just with your two hands and maybe on a pad, and how can you expand that and apply it to the drum set where you're using all four limbs? Let's start with the warm-up exercise. This is a Peter Erskine warm-up exercise that he does. He learned it from an old teacher from his past that he remembered. He goes, this is a good exercise. And it's not wrong to lift things. If you see a drummer you like and he does a beat you like, you go, I'm going to learn that. And you learn it and do it. So if I see a warm-up exercise that I think would be beneficial for people beginning or even more advanced, then I'd like to pass it on. But this is Peter Erskine's. Let me show you the exercise first, tell you what it is, and then let me tell you why he does it. All right, it's an exercise where he'll do 8 strokes with the right hand, 8 strokes with the left hand, and then 7, 7, and then 6, 6, and then he works his way down to 1, and then he works his way back up to 8. So he'll hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so on down to 1. Once he gets to, I'll do start at 3. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The reason he does it is because it makes you think as opposed to being on autopilot. If you're on autopilot, which means you're not really thinking of how you're striking a drum, how you're playing, how you stick, what your control is. For me, I play on the rolling drums. I'm in a condo in Vegas. I can't amplify the drum, so I have to put headphones on so I can hear the drum sounds, but I have a TV right there on my left, and I'll be watching the TV as I'm playing and practicing or whatever. And sometimes it's not the most efficient way to do things because I'm not concentrating on, okay, am I hitting the drums correctly? Am I just all over the place? So this exercise works on a few different aspects. One is you're working on getting the same sound out of each drum hit. You're working on the same control of stick height. So in other words, if I start the exercise and I want to come up to this stick height, so each stroke has to come up to that stick height, both hands. All right? Or if I'm down here, each stroke will be the same height. Each stroke will be at the same spot. That's what you're working on. And the same volume level. All right? It's really control of all those three. Plus you're adding the element of you have to count. I'm using the 5B sticks. I have 5Bs here. They're a little heavier. I'm a 5A person, but sometimes I'll use the 5Bs just as a warm-up or whatever. You know how baseball players, if they're on deck in an on-deck circle, they're swinging a weighted bat. So when I go to the regular bat, it feels much lighter and everything. The same with this, I guess. You can look up. Sometimes I'll use the 5Bs. They're heavier and stuff. And then when I go to my 5As, which are lighter, it just feels much more natural or comfortable, whatever the word. All right, here we go. So let's start around here. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, that's the exercise. You notice I probably glanced over here. I gotta have a TV right there. Again, I shouldn't be watching TV. So anyway, that's the exercise. And then you can go at your speed. I'm going to emphasize this. Go slow at first, no matter what. If you're a beginner, the tendency is everybody wants to go fast. Play a beat. Slow it down. All right? Because drumming, you're keeping time. You're a timekeeper first and foremost. Everybody thinks solos. And I'm gonna. If you hear a song on the radio, if you're listening to a song, a popular song, whatever it is, the beat is the same. The drummer's not flying all around the drums and doing drum solos. He's keeping the beat, right? You gotta keep the beat, right? Fills come in. Drum solos are a whole different thing. Right? You're not going to be doing drum solos if you're in session work in a studio and you're putting down a track to a song. All right, you're not doing, the ghost notes. If they want a standard, rock beat, that's what you got to do for 3 or 4 minutes, however long the song is. A fill in here and there, but that's it. All right, no. Now, lay it down. You got to have the same tempo, the same emphasis on the beats. All right, one beat can't be, and the next beat louder, and then the song. They're gonna go cut, stop. Got to have that snare, same volume each time. Boom. Okay, then you can go as fast as you want or fast as you can and still maintaining the control. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now let's just go over to the kit and show you how you can expand that exercise to include all 4 limbs and work on your independence. See you at the kit. Now we're going to expand this to add our feet, so the kick drum and the hi-hat. And we're going to make it simple. We're going to put the kick on the downbeat on the 1, 2, 3, 4, and the hi-hat will be on the and. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's going to stay consistent throughout the whole pattern as we're doing the same pattern with our hands, 8 down to 1, back up to 8, alternating. Okay, but you're going to notice when you hit the 7 strokes or the 5 strokes or the 3, instead of being on the downbeat with the kick is going to be on the upbeat. It's going to switch even though you're staying the same. So you're concentrating now on the same things as before with the hands, same stick height, same place you're hitting the drum, and the same volume level. You don't want one stick louder than the other or one beat louder than the other. And now we're going to add the feet. So now you got to keep your wits about you as we do this. So again, the kick and the high will be 1 and 2 and 3 as we're doing hand 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So if you want to do it with me, if you got your kit, if you got your pad or whatever, if you don't have a kit and you just got your pad, you can do your feet. Always include your feet if you can, just on the ground, on the floor, just right, left, okay? So let's try it. Let's go through it. And we'll go at a tempo. This might be too fast for some, too slow for some, but let's just go right here, around here. Let's go 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. All right, so let's just we started with the right hand and the kick drum on the right foot. So let's now start with the hi-hat on the downbeat, and let's start with the left hand on the strokes. Sounds simple enough. I don't know, some people who are right-handed might find that difficult. I don't know. Let's just go through it and try. So we're starting with the left hand and the left foot, all right? Same tempo. 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, I'm going to show you just two more variations of that same thing. So we did the right hand with the right foot to start on the first one. We did the left foot and the left hand on the second one. Now you can just start with the right hand and the left foot, or start with the left hand and the right foot. All right, so if we're doing that, we're still doing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and on the kick and the hi-hat, but we're just starting with the left hand. It's not a big change, but it'll keep you concentrated. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. All right. Or start with the left foot, hi-hat on the beat, on the downbeat, and start with the right hand. Okay, so you have 4 variations just right off the bat of doing that exercise. All right, so now we're going to go around the drums. All right, keep the same foot pattern. You can start with the kick, or you can start with the hi-hat and just alternating. So 1 and 2 and 3 and same thing, or 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and then we're going to go around the drum. So I have 4 drums, so on the 8 strokes, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The idea is to even out the strokes on each. When I get down to 5, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When I go to 3, I'm just using 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2. 1, back to 2, 3, 4, and so on. All right, so even out the strokes. Try to hit the drum the same number of strokes with 1 or 1 less, whatever. So I'm not going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You could do that if you want, but you're trying to just go around in a nice, even pattern. If you only have 3 drums, small tom and a large tom and a snare, again, just space it out. You can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. However you want to do it, just kind of get close to the same number of strokes for the drums as you go. All right, so let's try that. And I'll just start on the kick, on the downbeat. And we'll start with the right hand, or I will. So here we go. Same tempo. 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, how was that? How'd you do on that? All right. I think I hit one of the softer on the snare on one of the things. Anyway, all right, so good. All right, again, start with the left hand if you want. Left hand with the right kick. We'll just go through a little bit of it. So 1, 2, 1, 2, yeah. All right, and so on. So I start with the left hand and the right kick, And then you can start with the hi-hat and the right hand. All right, all the variations to go through the exercise. So you're just mixing it up and keeping your mind focused and concentrated as you're still kind of trying to concentrate on hitting the drums at the same spot, same volume and everything else. All right. So once we got that, what else can we do? Well, I'm going to keep the same patterns on the feet for now, just to make it, I don't know if this is complicated for some of you or too easy for others, I don't know. So, but it's a good thing just as a warm-up, warm-up exercises. And you can go faster. I mean, I'm just going at this tempo, all right? If we wanted to go at another tempo, if you wanted to go faster on the first part, all right, go at the speed you can, but I'm going to stress slow. Get it slow first. Don't keep trying to do. If you have to go this slow. Do it. All right. Practice with a purpose. I'm really telling you, you got to go slow to go fast. Everyone thinks fast is where it's at, like fast and speed. No, it's an instrument just like any other instrument. You got to fit in and you got to play what's appropriate. All right? You're not doing drum solos on popular music that you hear on the radio. Unless you're in a band, that was like Rush or something like that, or a fusion band or something, you can loosen it up. But if you're laying down the track, I'm stressing, if you're laying down the track, you do your fills, but you're laying down the beat, all right? You're not messing around in the studio. Studio work is a whole different thing. All right, so now let's do the other variation where we're going around this way on the drums. Instead of this way, we'll go. Okay, and I'll start with the right stick, and I'll start with the hi-hat, just as one of the variations, all right? So it'll be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I'll be starting with the right stick, going around this way. Same tempo. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. How did that go for you? So right now, let's see, we did snare, going this way. So that's 4 variations just on the snare, 4 variations going this way, 4 variations going this way. Remember, you can do right hand, right foot, left hand, left foot start, left hand, right foot start, right hand, left foot start. All right. All right, now let's add the ride cymbal. Okay, so now we're going to keep the same pattern with the kick and the hi-hat. We'll keep it on the downbeat with the kick. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2. And we're going to do the ride on the downbeat. So 1, 2, 3, 4 with the kick. All right. But here's what's going to happen. We are going to do the left hand as we're doing the right cymbal, but when we switch to the right hand, we're going to switch to the other cymbal. All right. All right, so we're going to ride with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, when we get to 7 and on down to 5 and 3, when you get it, you're going to switch when you switch the hand. So in other words, on the 7, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So on the odd ones, you're going to have to switch on the beat instead of staying 4, 1, 2, because you got to do the right hand and the left hand. When you get down to 3, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so the ones, when you get 2, 2, 1, 2. Okay, I hope that makes some sort of sense. All right, let's just go through it. 1, 2, we're doing it a little bit slower, all right, to get this. 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now we're going to keep that ride. We're going to keep the kick on the 1, or you can have the hi-hat on the 1. Again, all the variations, but we'll just start with the kick on the 1. So the ride will be going on the 1 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll be going around the drums. Okay, going around the drums as we're switching and alternating on here. Now this is actually a crash cymbal. It's set up as a crash cymbal, so I'm riding on it. So this is a little heavier, so as light as I hit it, it's still going to sound louder. So I don't want you to think I'm like, not hitting it. It's just a louder sound than this. Okay, so anyway, here we go. Again, if you can't go at this speed, if you want to go faster, if you need to go slower, go slower. Here we go, going around the drums this way. Start with the right hand, kick drum. 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, how'd you do? Now, of course, we can go the other way. All right, we can start with the right hand and the kick and go this way. So on and so on, or start with the left hand and go that way. Left hand, left foot. All right. So you see how we can expand a simple warm-up exercise. Well, it might not be simple, but I'm just saying it's an exercise that you just did with your hands on a pad. And we took it to the drum set, got creative a little bit, and just finding ways to do it. That's why it's just my thing. This is just like how I take something and I'll go, okay, let me play with this. How can I add my feet? How can I have all my limbs going and work on some independence? So that's, we got 16 variations, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. And just for those who maybe want to go a little faster, let's just do let's just do the ride and the stay on the snare and do on the kick. So we'll do it kind of that tempo. One, like, are you ready to go? Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. How'd you do? I have to be relaxed. Sometimes I do get tight. I'll sit there and I go, oh, I gotta bring it down because otherwise I'm. All right, you gotta stay fluid, fluidity. All right, relaxation, as I will stress all the time, especially if you're going faster. If you're going faster. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Now let's have some fun. Let's drum.